35 years ago, a young man named Jim went to a house party hosted by someone that he did not know, and he was greeted by the warmest, most welcoming, bright, charming, delightful person, a man named Jack Forbes Wilson. Almost 20 years later, when that same, now slightly less young man came to work for the very first time at First Church as a facilities assistant, he once again met Jack and was once again welcomed, this time into First Church, with warmth and an open heart and a delightful belonging. Our now retired music director, Jack, had a way of making everybody feel like they belonged. It was a combination of inviting you to be your full self, your authentic heart, to open yourself up and be whoever you are fully, and you would be welcomed. And Jack also being his full self, being funny and loud and quirky and delightful and creative and charming. In addition to being our wild and joyful music director here at First Church, Jack also taught piano to children in the community and many of our First Church children and youth. One of our parents told me that Jack showed his child a whole different way of being a musician, a whole different way of performing. And that was because Jack invited the young people that he taught to be themselves while they were playing. It wasn't trying to emulate someone else in music or get the notes perfectly right. It was actually about touching deep into the heart, touching deep into the soul of the self and also the soul of the music. Jack made a safe space to perform where you did not have to be perfect. You really had to be yourself. Another parent said that Jack found a way to connect his students to their own passion for the music. He helped them find their way in to the music and find themselves there. It wasn't about getting it right. It was about getting real, opening the heart and finding joy there. Jack worked that music, that magic with the adults in the church as well, creating a space where people who were new or shy to performing could sing, sometimes for the very first time in front of an audience here at church. He helped people tap into their own truth and encouraged them to be confident in revealing themselves and their light here, in opening up the true self and inviting it out into the room. Now, some of that magic was Jack, but also some of that magic was you. This church is one of the very best places to perform because y'all are one of the very best audiences to perform in front of because you're a safe space. What Jack told to the newbies about you being a safe place to perform was also true for himself. He could go wild at the piano sometimes and really let loose and be just like an intense performance because he knew that you would accept him no matter what. This congregation is a safe place because our commitment here is about relationship and belonging, not about performance or perfection. The reality of that is what lets all of us let our true selves and true spirits flow out in the energy of this space. Jack told me more than once that church was a place he could try things out, even though he was an excellent and studied performer, because you all are so encouraging. You have a genuine hunger for authenticity. When you're up here, I promise you, we can feel the love. It is that love, that commitment to relationship, to humanity, to authenticity and authentic connection over performance that allows the kind of vulnerability that you hear up here from our worship associates and from our performers. It allows more creativity and passion and experimentation to come forth because it's okay to mess up. The point isn't getting it right, it's getting it real. I know that here at First Church we have heard many excellent performances and stories and sermons and songs and concerts, but the truth is that our focus is on connection. Many of our children's and adults' first time singing or playing an instrument or acting or speaking in front of an audience is in front of you. I always tell people who are getting up here for the first time, trust the people. They just want you to succeed because they love you. And they want to be in right relationship with you. They want to experience your authentic heart revealing itself. Belonging. Belonging is tricky because even as we long for it, it is not a thing that we can just get as a gift. Belonging is not just bestowed upon you. It is created through a relationship. It is created through you revealing yourself and another person receiving it and revealing themselves in return. The trick to belonging is that you have to open your heart and risk vulnerability in order to truly be seen and make that real, authentic connection. The great love that this community has for Jack Forbes Wilson and also for its ministers and its music directors and all of its lay leaders who perform, its worship associates, the belonging that Deborah found in her family with her own Jack, all of that belonging started with real, courageous opening and vulnerability. It started with a profound revealing of the aliveness inside, of that shining human heart, of the vulnerability and passion in living. The truth is that in order to belong, we have to open up and offer a piece of ourselves. That's hard. It's scary. It takes real courage to show up fully and to give and also receive with another human heart. It takes courage to let our hearts out of the bottle and wade into the mess of human truth together. It risks rejection and ultimately the losses that come along with love, loving messy, fallible, human, mortal beings. It takes courage, but that courage is what gives us love. It's what gives us belonging and relationship and community.